What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today I'm going to be teaching you how you can make a custom Gamepad Viewer skin like the one you see here. I made it for my Twitch channel. I think it turned out pretty nice. It's nothing too extravagant, but you know, it gets the point across. I'll be specifically doing the DS4 because that's what I did mine on, but this is the same exact way if you want to do it with the Xbox One controller as well. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Alrighty, so first thing you want to do is pull up the old Google Chrome, Firefox, whatever you want to use. Go to GamepadViewer.com. Now, if you don't know what this is, well, I don't know why you'd be watching this video, but Gamepad Viewer is where you can pull up your controller and it mimics whatever you're doing. It's awesome, it's great, it's a wonderful thing. So I myself have a DS4 controller I use on my PC. So we are going to start with this one and we're going to work from the standard black version so we have the customization options we want to do. So first off, you want to do is right click on just the screen here and go to inspect elements. Now this is where it might be like, holy crap, this is too much, I cannot handle this, but you can, I promise you can. So we're going to keep going here. So you want to go over to sources. Now look, you already see a PNG here and you're like, man, this looks pretty cool. But this is not what we want. So here you can see little icons. If you want to do the Xbox controller, here's your Xbox assets. And if you want to do the PS4 controller, like I am going to be showing you today, you want to use these assets right here. So whenever you get to the assets, you want to right click the assets and then you'll see open image in new tab. And then there you go, you have your SVG ready to go. So you want to right click it, save as, and I went ahead and made a little folder here for us. So it would just be called base, and this is the main controller outline. So you want to do that for each one of these pictures here, so you can customize each one of your options. So the base is your main controller, your bumper is right here. This is the white part of it, so whenever you press the button down, as you can see, these turn white. So that's what that is showing right there. You're disconnected, obviously, you know what that is. And with D-pad, here you have your buttons and the white versions that show up there, so you can customize pretty much everything. And it's the same here with the buttons. Yeah. So after you've gone through and downloaded each of your images that you want to use, you want to pull up whatever photo editing software that you want to use. I'm going to be using Photoshop for this, so I'll show you how to do it in Photoshop. Alright, now that Photoshop is open, here you can see that I already have some that I was working on, but you want to pull up your base.svgz, which you'll have your whole list of files, for example, that you're working in, but I'm just going to show this. Because once you understand this, you'll be able to do everything else to like. So you just take your file, drag and drop it into Photoshop, and here it's going to tell us, hey, this is what we want it to be. These are the pixels, these are the sizes. Now, this is where a lot of people are going to make a mistake that I've noticed in other videos. So, in Gamepad Viewer, you see down here on the bottom little corner here, there's dimensions. Now, Photoshop is trying to tell us that this is a 3000 by 2000 whatever width. That's not correct. So to fix that, we need to put in the correct number here. So it's 806 by 599. So you want to put that in here, 806 by 599. There you go. And boom. Now it is the correct size that we need it to be in. Alright, so once you have your controller here ready to go, you can see this is the image that I have already done. I did the pen tool, went through and highlighted just specific areas and colored them in. And once you're all happy with your design, you can drop other images in here, and it doesn't matter. As long as you just get this how you want it to be, like I have done so over here, and you'll be good to go. So whenever you have this ready to go, you're going to go up to File and Save As. Now you can just leave it as base. That's what I would leave it as, so you can find it easy when we're going through the CSS code. But you want to make sure you save it as a PNG file and save it as base, and then smallest file size or whatever. So that way you get the highest quality. So now that you have this and you're good to go, you can close out of this. You don't have to save this. no matter what artwork you do to it. So let's go under here and look under our overlay and make sure we're still good to go. So here you go. You have your base picture here that you want to use. So now what we need to do is go to Imager and upload our image. So the idea here is we're going to be hosting our image through Imager, so that way the Gamepad Viewer can pull the image from this source. So let's go over and go to the hard drive overlay, and here's our base image. So obviously after you've edited multiple ones, you'll have different images to upload. The easiest way is just upload them all at one time so they're all on the same page. So now here comes the fun part, if you will. So now we have our image on here, and we need to go into Gamepad Viewer and go to the style.css code. So here is where you can start editing the code. So it's going to start you up at the top up here. So you want to do Control F and type in DS4, and here we see right where we need to be, begin PS4 controller styling. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. It took me straight down to the white one, which we're not doing the white one. So you want to scroll up until you see begin PS4 controller styling, and this is the normal one. This is what we want. So the easiest way is going to be to copy all the way down until you get to end PS4 controller styling. You just want to copy this and pull up a code pasting website, which I just look up code paste and then paste of code, pasteofcode.org. This is what I use mine in to edit it, and paste your code into here. Now you can see all the code exactly how it was inside of the ladder. So for here, you want to be replacing these lines of code right here. So this is the background URL, and this is, as you see, base.svgz, which is what we edited. So you want to replace this with the link here. So you want to go to copy, go over, delete that, and paste what you want. And then at the very end of the link, you need to add .png. Now that you've added that in there, you'll be good to go. It's edited, it's the correct width and the size, and you want to do that for each one. So here is the base picture. Here would be the disconnected option. Here would be for the triggers. Here is for the bumper. Keep scrolling down. The touchpad, if you want to edit that. Keep scrolling down a little bit here. The start button, you can change that around. The face, which is your X, square, circle, and triangle. And then I believe, yep, your sticks are right here, which is the analog sticks. And the D-pad goes right here. And that will be it. Now that you have all of that done, I'm going to go ahead and go over to back to Gamepad Viewer. You can close this out, close the inspect element out if you want. You do not need that anymore. And now we have our Gamepad Viewer here. What you want to do is go to this side and generate URL. So now we have here, you want to go down to PlayStation 4, Player 1, boom. So now you want to copy this link. And now this is when we come over to OBS. Okay, now that you have OBS open, you want to go to a new source and do browser source, add source. Now I already have a controller here, so I'll go ahead and add a new source. I'll just call it browser source 1. And here you go. This is where, in the URL box, this is where you will paste the Gamepad Viewer link right here. I didn't realize the Streamlabs thing was popping up on it. So here you go. This is where you will paste it at. And you hit done, and boom, there you go. Now you have the controller ready to go. So now what you would do is go back to your Google, go here, copy your code that you made that you replaced the images in, and you would put it into the Streamlabs here. So you go back to your controller, go to properties, and go to custom CSS, delete everything in here, paste the code you want, which I just pasted it twice, so we'll paste it one time. and hit done. And there you go. So now, as you can see from our picture that we edited in, we still have the base controller here. So that's how you would do it, but you would obviously have your custom skin. Now I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. If you need any help making the images, feel free to comment down below and let me know. I will put my Discord in the description below, so you can come and message me directly if you want help, if you get stuck on any certain parts or whatever. Hopefully I covered this in a decent amount of detail. I know I didn't show every exact part, but you just go through, download each SVGZ, and do exactly like I did with the base, and you will be good to go, and you'll have your custom controller. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. I hope you all have an amazing day, and feel free as well to drop your controller links if you would like. I would love to see designs that you guys come up with. That would be really cool. So, and I will see you in the next one, maybe, if I ever make a YouTube video again. If not, well, it was fun while it lasted. Adios.